back with another one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all doing great, man. I hope y'all keeping God first, dog. You feel me? But yeah, we finna hop into this one. It's a strong, successful male. Shout out to strong, successful male, man. Yeah, man. We're reacting to a former male stripper expose the ugly truth of what really happens at bachelorette parties. Bachelorette. However you say it. Bachelorette parties. This one's finna be good, man. Like, you got a wife, man? She going to bachelorette parties. Man, she going to them batch parties. It's over with, man. Y'all finna get the tea right here. What the female saying out there, tea. Y'all finna get. You know what I'm saying? What these boys be doing to y'all girls, man. Real talk. Watch this. And this can happen to anybody. So, happen to me, anybody. Get married. But I ain't planning none of that, though. Ain't no bachelorette party, none of that when I get married, if I do get married. I plan to do it.
Guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So, for today, I'm going to go over a very revealing article titled, Why Do So Many Brides Cheat Before Their Wedding Day? And guys, this article is 2 parts. This article is all about, obviously, about brides cheating before their wedding day, bachelorette parties, that type of thing. And it breaks down into 2 parts. One part, you get the confession from a former dancer, male stripper. And he makes it abundantly clear what goes down and them going down at the freaking bachelorette parties, which actually confirms what we all know. And you've heard countless stories about this whole thing. And the other part is
of sex.
Female author of this, the female writer of this article, and other people chiming in, justifying the actions.
Fact. That's crazy.
For these stressed out brides that they cheat before their big day. And this is a perfect example of the world we're living in right now, where thanks to modern feminism and, let's be honest, zero accountability, this is the crap you get. Because you all know darn well if an article is about guys cheating before getting married, they'd be after us with torches and pitchforks. Mm-hmm. But here, it's okay. And I might add, this blog is an Australian one. And you all know...
Hypocrisy. Get on the man about doing something, but when it comes to the females, it's not that big of a deal, or completely ignore it, or she had a reason to nurture her. She's a victim. Nah, hell nah.
The land down under the disease of feminism definitely has spread quite rapidly, as I've been told. So I'm going to go through this here, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. At the end, you'll realize, guys, if you are engaged, you might want to think twice about the whole she wants to do a bachelorette party, girls trip to Vegas, that type of thing. Or if your girl goes to one of these things, you might want to keep an eye on her. So it starts off, says here, it turns out that the groom and his best men aren't the only ones who let loose in a leap up to the big day. With plenty of brides getting sexy with a stripper on their hen's night. Right there in the first freaking paragraph. They say, well, pretty much guys do it, so you know what? Well, guess what? Most guys don't cheat. Well, Aussie stripper turned OnlyFans star Nath Wild has lifted the lid on what goes down at bachelor parties and says things are wilder than you'd imagine. Well, nobody here is surprised by that.
Right.
He says here, Bucks parties definitely do get a bad rap, but I've definitely seen some hens parties that are just as bad. He tells Body and Soul, that's the name of this blog, he says, I think it's just the whole group mentality. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, once you get a group of people together in that party scene and everyone's having a good time being drunk, it's like, oh, no one will ever know, and things will just progress that way. Well, yes, when people drink, they use it as an excuse to cheat and do a lot of stupid things. That's absolutely true, both ways. But again, we know who does more of that.
Yeah.
That way is often all the way with Wild revealing that about...
And I'm going to drop some game, bro. Females cheat more than us because we're not going to... As a man, bro, I'm not going to tell you that your girl cheating on you. That's why they get away with it. It's not that, oh, they're just so sneaky and this and that. Nah, bro, you know when your girl moving different. You know when your significant other moving different on you. They're going to be in their phone more. They're going to be distant. They're not going to try to have sex with you. They're going to get nervous and upset when you ask them for their phone. You know, it's obvious signs. You feel me? She can't answer the phone, or he can't answer the phone at a specific time. You was doing it. Now you can't do it. You feel me? It's obvious signs. But as a man, bro, women get away with cheating more because we not gonna say nothing about it. Females will say something about it. I'm having sex with you, and I got a girlfriend, and now you catching feelings. So now you want to be in my girlfriend's spot. or you just want to sabotage what I got going on so you can force me to date you, and that's not how it works. That's why women get away with it, not because they just so super sneaky. No. Some dudes end up not caring because they cheating anyway. Some dudes literally just delusional, and some dudes don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it goes. But yeah, let's continue, man.
And 10 brides cheat on their hens do. He called hens night, girls night. 1 in 10. I think that's way more than 1 in 10. He says a kiss here and there. Some people would say that's cheating, but I'm not counting that as part of this. The 31-year-old explains. He says it's never happened to me, but I've heard stories that bride cheating with people that I know. From sexual acts to actual sex. I've heard that happen multiple times, and there's definitely stories of it going all the way for sure. He says I can't say it's common, but it's not just once in a blue moon. It definitely happens regularly. I'm not buying that this guy's never fooled around with a freaking bride.
Right.
Or he you know what he's not mentioning here? Okay, fine, let's just say for argument's sake, he never fooled around with a bride-to-be. What about the other gals that are there? Mm-hmm. The ones egging her on, the maid of dishonor, or the other bridesmaids. You telling me that, are they excluded from this number? And I've stopped buying this 1 in 10 thing, but he's making it clear it does happen. It says, your brides don't care. Wild, who was a carpenter before he fell into stripping about 10 years ago, says that when it comes to brides-to-be, some don't really care that they're about to get married. Well, a hell of a lot don't care.
Facts.
Let's be honest, most women get married or they rush into it because they know turning 30 years old is coming soon. They want a provider. Yeah. They want to have kids one day, and they may not really love the guy at all, but he's a resource. He's a means to an end.
Trees dropping nuts.
It says especially if they're in a different state or if the stripper has traveled to a different state. It's sort of like, oh, I'll never see him again. It's a one-off thing. It doesn't mean anything. It's okay. He explains it's not like they've gone to a bar and met someone who lives around the corner, and there's a chance that it could progress and turn into something else. It's a very one-off and never again sort of thing. Well, we all know darn well once a cheater, always a cheater, so one-off thing, I don't think so.
Exactly.
But this is the what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas mentality here. As far as those who are worried their friends might see and dob them, Wild says there's plenty that goes on undercover. He says, I know of times when one person didn't want anyone else to know, so it had to be a secret, and kept from everyone else. The stripper says also that it definitely happens towards the end of the night when one woman is like, oh, I'm leaving, and the stripper goes with them. Well, what do people think is going to happen?
Yeah, right.
But they're thinking, okay, all my friends are drunk, so they're not going to know. But guess what? These friends know. And a lot of times these friends, so-called friends, and the maid of dishonor,
right,
sets the stage for this to happen. Mm-hmm. Frankly, I think it's a way to keep tabs on these girls and have something on them. Mm-hmm. It was also a pretty popular move after...
And females do that. Like, females will take it to the grave, and they friends... Like, if you got a girlfriend and her friend, and she got female friends, like, they'll try to get in y'all business, they'll try to, like, turn her against you. Put her in situations that she knows she ain't supposed to be in, that you know that she's not supposed to be in because there's a threat to y'all relationship. And not saying that you insecure. You know what I'm saying? And you might trust your girl, but you might not trust her friends, and then, you know, around this environment, stuff like this can happen. That's why I don't do the drinking and smoking or clubbing, and I don't do none of that. Like, that's what you want to be, you can't be my girl. So, nah. And then your friend's not gonna tell me the truth. Like, women do that, bro. And some dudes do that too, though. You feel me? Like, dudes do it too, but I'm a man. I don't have sex with dudes. So, nah.
It says when Wild toured the country with the Magic Men stage show, he said the bride would come to the show and see the stripper, and then they would secretly leave the show afterwards with the stripper. So there you go. That is the perspective of this dancer. He's now retired, but he's on OnlyFans. And I gotta wonder how much of a market there is for guys on OnlyFans. I mean, let's be honest, it's guys that pay for the OnlyFans to look at women, not women looking at dudes, but you never know.
Right.
So there you go. Now we're gonna get into the part of this female writer here, and other women chiming in, to try to justify this action. And this won't surprise any of you guys in the least. This is here, why do women do it? Well, there are many reasons why brides might hook up with a stripper at their party. Number one, they're dealing with a lot of outside pressure. Says when you think about these stereotypical bachelor and bachelor parties, they're usually these very sexualized events, and everyone's feeling hot and sexy. But the bride especially is being in the center of attention, says Celia Nugent, a relationship therapist and sexologist. She tells Body and Soul, then people are making all kinds of these jokes about having this one you-know-what and one vulva for the rest of the bride's life. There's also usually a lot of pressure on the bride about the wedding.
Bro, I heard, and I'm going to get back to it because I ain't trying to be pausing a lot because I know I can talk a lot. I heard a story about how it was like this party with a male stripper and he was getting sucked off by all the girls. Like, it was going around and each girl was doing it. He was getting head from each. Like, it was crazy, bro. I heard the story. I think it was, I don't know if it was SSM or it was a male stripper on YouTube that I watched tell me the story. Talking about how white women, they're like, they share. So you got some Spanish women they share, and the black women, like, they don't want to have to do it to it. So it was a crazy story, bro. I'm like, dang, like, bro, and that might be some dude's fantasies, bro. Like, they were like, man, all these females, but like, it was crazy, bro. That was crazy. I'm like, wow, like, they really be going like that, you feel me? But it's not no surprise, because cheating would be a thing, bro, if everybody want to have sex. And the reason why cheating is a thing is because somebody always want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is.
And all the events needing to be perfect. So this party can actually act as a release valve for a lot of that pressure. None of this is an excuse and justifies the cheating, but this mental cocktail of alcohol and pressure and getting caught up in the event can have you losing track of what you actually about what you want and your values. Okay, so my response to that part about the whole pressure thing and stuff like that. So what? Everybody's there. If you're getting married, you're obviously an adult. Well, you should be an adult by age.
Exactly.
And guess what? There are pressures when you're an adult on multiple fronts.
Exactly.
The man has plenty of pressures. It doesn't mean he's going to go cheat. What a BS excuse. And you could hear that woman chiming in trying to make the excuse.
Right.
Yeah, she said, oh, well, it's not an excuse. Well, obviously it is.
Fact.
You know? And I don't want to hear, oh, the pressure of the wedding and the pressure of everything being perfect. Most of these brides put that pressure on themselves.
Yeah.
And it's not an excuse to cheat on the guy who you're actually marrying. Okay, next stupid excuse. Number two, they're struggling with their changing identity. Oh, for goodness sake. There's a bit of a myth about that there are men that want freedom and women want to settle down. And that all a little girl dreams about is getting married one day, says relationship intimacy coach Susie Kim. But what's not spoken about is how much is a woman who could also really struggle with what getting married means to them. I've certainly had clients who really felt, even though they wanted to get married, that loss of freedom and changed their identity in terms of being a married woman versus an unmarried woman. I think I can feel daunting or seem like a loss of youthful part of their life or the identity or a loss of that chance to be wild and irresponsible. So, losing their identity. But these are usually the same women that usually pressure the guy to get married. And then they're worried about losing their identity, even though they're ones that wanted to get married and all that. They chose this. I mean,
facts. Because if you, tell them the truth, bro. See, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus. So that's why I'm getting married. And that's why I don't do what I used to do no more in the streets. But say somebody that's not, who don't believe in nothing, right? They're just out here and then they do. You know, some people do believe in whatever they believe in, right? Say they still believe in, their belief. Some dudes are cool with just having a girlfriend and not getting married. Marriage, like, a lot of dudes don't want to get married because marriage don't really benefit them. You feel me? We don't really care for marriage. Like, a lot of men don't really care for marriage. It's basically the same thing. So a lot of dudes get married because they want it, man. They want to have a ring on the finger. Oh, we're going this long and I don't got a ring on my finger. Like, I'm not going to shack up with you. We're not just going to have babies. I'm not just going to be your girlfriend. I'm more than that. Stuff like that. And so it's really the woman, bro. Mostly, majority of the time, who really want to get married. That's facts, bro. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? A dude don't really care about getting married. If he already getting what he getting out of his woman, like, why do he care? So I understand, but I get it.
Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of guys that really push the marriage, but most women do too. Number three, they're mourning their freedom. Mourning their freedom. Then why do they get married if they want freedom? There are a lot of societal and family expectations that come for some women with marriage. The relationship expert explains, so I imagine that there for some women, when they are getting very excited, hot strip dance from a super hot, lovely guy, they could be expressing that fear of the loss of freedom. Whether they're aware of it or not, in this way, when they get to be free for a night and have this really exciting, wild, very irresponsible experience. Even if they're completely regret it the next day, I can imagine that they might get just flare up in this context of having an alcohol-fueled, very hot, exciting S-sort experience with somebody else. Again, more excuses. I noticed you had to squeeze in the alcohol thing. Worrying about the loss of their freedom and their individuality. Again, they chose to get married. If you are choosing to get married, then all this BS should be long behind you. But you see this justification here? And I like how these little experts say, not that it's an excuse, but that's what they're doing, making excuses. Can you imagine, guys, an article about guys cheating before their wedding and various male experts chiming in and essentially making excuses? Again, the torches and pitchforks would come out. We all know this.
Yeah.
Okay, BS excuse number 4. They're having problems in their relationship. Then why are they getting married?
Exactly.
She says,
and before he said, bro, a lot of females get married to dudes that they settle for. Like, a lot of females get married to dudes that they're not attracted to. Think about it. The dude that they're attracted to, she give the sex to. You know what I'm saying? Like, when a woman attracted to you, bro, sex is not a problem. Because she want to have sex with you just as much as you want to have. Sometimes she want to have sex with you more than you want to have sex with her. For real, for real. Like, the dudes that females be attracted to oftentimes be, you know what I'm saying, the rebel, the bad boy, all that, you know, so they're not getting their life together, or he don't want her how she want him. You know what I'm saying? They don't always be on the same page. So she got to get married to a dude that she used to know, or a dude that she don't really find attractive, who like her more than she like him. Stuff like that, bro.
I think it could be also related to tensions or issues in the relationship, says Kim. Obviously, this lead up to a wedding can bring up a lot of stress, and it can also bring up a lot of dynamics in the relationship. A lot of couples argue before a wedding. There can also be bigger issues involving family and family involvement and values and all that kind of stuff. Again, you're trying to say that there's BS in life and it causes stress, maybe in a relationship. Newsflash, that's what happens.
Exactly.
That's giving an excuse to go cheat with a freaking male dancer. And again, if there's all this arguments and problems in the relationship, why are they getting married?
Exactly.
At the very least, they should postpone things and see if these things are fixable between them through communication and, that type of thing. Acting like adults, not just getting married even though you're fighting cats and dogs.
Exactly. It don't make no sense.
She also says here, a part of that, so I think it's possible that receiving that kind of attention from a really hot, lovely stripper and then choosing to go further with them could really just be a bit of...
And a lot of people on that fighting like cats and dogs, a lot of people be scared to leave because they're connected in their, you know what I'm saying, they've been with each other so long. A lot of people be scared to hurt their significant other's feelings. Your feelings are going to get hurt anyway. So, might as well snatch the Band-Aid off. Your feelings are going to be hurt regardless. You can't spare nobody's feelings when somebody's saying that you want to break up. They want to break up with you or you want to break up with them. That's going to hurt. Because who wants to, I don't want to rock with you no more. I don't want you no more. Who wants to hear that? You feel me? Like, damn, you don't want me no more? Like, what I did? Like, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you see that y'all fighting like cats and dogs, like, why get married? People be scared to take it there, bro. People be scared to address the situation. They be scared to talk, have these conversations. So they'll just pretend like it's not happening to get married and fake like they happy. And then when everything's built up and the final argument happened, you never loved me? Wow, I never loved you. It's like, y'all been doing this. Like, this stuff been happening. Been happening. These conversations should have been had. Y'all shouldn't even have been married. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I'm not that type, man. If it just don't work, it just don't work.
Escape. Because women often don't really get that kind of opportunity. Yes, they do. Even, I'm not saying, no, bullshit. Don't get that kind of opportunity. I can hear all the guys laughing at that. We all know darn well that even just an average chick, a 5, if she is in her 20s, late teens, 20s, even early 30s, just an average chick is going to get a lot of attention from guys.
Exactly.
And most guys would bang an average chick.
Facts.
They may not want to see her the next day. And I want to tell her friends about it, but she can get, and
She gets some sex.
if she is above average,
Yeah.
let's just say a 7 or even an 8,
Right.
there is a never-ending supply. There's a line of dicks a mile long for her.
Facts.
So give me a break about this. Never see this type of opportunity. And then with dating apps and social media where they can get attention.
Exactly,
They just post
exactly.
a picture of their fucking feet.
Exactly.
Come on.
Bro. And he said it for bro. It's females out here got. It might not be dudes in your DMs that want to take you serious. Like, it might not be the dudes in her DMs that want to take her serious, but they'll have sex with her. So she has the attention. The attention is there. It's not like she can't get the attention. It's the fact that they don't want to take her serious in a relationship. And then they go out here and have sex with all these dudes and realize it was that. And you got some females out here who generally just don't care. They want to have sex just like the dude want to have sex. And she found a dude that she mostly sexually attracted to, or who lay it down good, and that's the one she really rock with. That's the one that she giving the most coochie to. She might do her thing, he might do his thing outside her, but that's, you know what I'm saying, he hear her up, she going. You feel me? So that's how that is. But they get attention, bro. Females get all types of attention. Unattractive women get attention. Bro, there's dudes out here that hit. Bro, with all these crazy things going on the internet with STDs, and I be on Instagram, bro. And I remember I was on a page of a woman who had, STD, and I'm under the comments, and I'm looking at dudes talking about, I'll take that chance, I'll take that risk, bro. If there's men out here who will take risk of having sex with a female that got STD unprotected, if they that down bad or they're that horny, imagine what. Like, come on now, you think he not gonna have sex with an attractive woman? Like, come on, she got a nice body, but she unattractive in the face. He clapping. He's clapping. Big girls get clapped. Like, come on now. Like, these boys going, man. Attention? These boys going, bro. Trust me, these boys going. Ain't no female who don't got attention. They going.
Here. Anyway, I had to go on that rant because it drove me crazy. She says, like, yes, there's an opportunity to pick up, but there aren't many male strip clubs, and women aren't usually having a naked man dance in a really skillful, hot way and slide right up to their body. So I can see how it can take over you when there are underlying issues or fears. Again, making excuses here. Number 5, they want to live the fantasy. Really? That's the fantasy? The naked Cheddar Tyrone dancing in front of him and cheating with, you mean more of a stereotype. And then finally, it's really just that excitement and fantasy element of a male dancer, right? The intimacy coach suggests, because I think there's a lot of joking about hot firefighters and men in uniform and blah, blah, blah. But again, it's the added element of excitement and taboo that can amp things up for women and lead to something that seems so contrary to a woman about getting married. Again, more stupid-ass excuses.
Right.
Does a badly behaved bride mean the marriage is doomed? Now listen to this response. No. According to both the relationship experts, if it is something that wasn't agreed upon between partners beforehand, any sort of cheating is of course not a strong foundation to begin any new relationship or marriage.
Exactly.
But it doesn't inherently mean that the marriage is doomed. What do you mean the marriage isn't doomed?
That's what I'm saying. Hold on, bro. I'm thinking the same thing, bro. But he said, what do you mean the marriage isn't doomed? Of course, it's in fact doomed, bro. You gotta watch out for these dudes who say things to you know what I'm saying, who say sweet stuff in a woman's ear so he can get her panties off. Them the dudes that are, you know what I'm saying, them the dudes that be wanna have sex. Like, a lot of men are cowards when it comes to speaking the truth to females because they don't want to miss out on sex. They don't want to take the coochie off the table. Like, well, if I tell the truth and I be real, she don't want to have sex with me. Bro, a lot of dudes do that. Like, you gotta watch out for them guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want to have sex with your girl. They want to have sex with that woman. They want to have sex with these females. So they not gonna keep it real. They not gonna tell the truth. And they gonna say stuff like that. And the marriage isn't necessarily doing. Nah, he just trying to keep it sweet. He just trying to say what she want to hear. He just trying to coddle her because he want an opportunity. He want a chance. Nah, bro. The marriage is doomed. She cheat, it's over with. Leave. Even God, if you look in the Bible, bro, even God has, you know what I'm saying, reasons for getting divorced. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Cheats before you're about to get married. This is the person you claim to love so much to marry.
Exactly.
And start a family with, a life with, and the relationship isn't doomed if they cheat, according to this female expert here.
It's crazy.
I hope nobody hires her after reading this thing.
Right.
No accountability.
And women do that too. They lie.
She says, I've seen many folks work through infidelity together and come out on the other side stronger. That always requires a lot of honesty in rebuilding that trust. Honesty, huh? From who?
Exactly.
The cheater? We know who that is. Come back stronger, please. However, the coach Kim warns that it could reflect a pattern of dishonesty, disregard, or contempt towards the bride's partner, or even her fears around getting married. She says it definitely points to some deep work and deep reflection and investigation needs to be done, at least by the bride with a therapist.
She lied about something
not
small.
with a couple together or both.
She lied about something big.
Because obviously, cheating on your husband right before the marriage comes from somewhere and reflects either ways that you deal with stress, underlying issues that haven't been addressed, or a big fear around, even if it's been subconscious, getting married and what that means for changing identities. Somebody cheats before a marriage, it ain't gonna work. But she insists that it doesn't mean that the marriage is condemned to fail. Yes, it is. Half marriages end in divorce. A little bit more than half end in divorce. And if you have this before they get married, and the guy doesn't find out, it's definitely going to end when he finds out, if he has any self-respect.
Right.
She says it can be that the bride still completely loves her partner and really wants to be married, she says, but I think it basically forces the bride and the couple to look at what is actually happening for the bride and in their relationship as well. Is this expert saying that basically she could love him so much, want to marry him, but she'll still go cheat because of all those things, all those excuses they had before? Well, there you go, guys. So anyhow, this is a quick one. It's an article, and I had to cover this to make the point. So you got the perspective from the stripper, who claims he's never, ever hooked up with a bride to be, but I'm sure that's probably a bunch of crap, and probably also the maid of dishonor he probably hooked up with. But the point is, he says in his line of work, or his past line of work, it happens all the time, and I'm sure far greater numbers.
Facts.
So making the point, guys, that if you are a marriage guy, a guy who does relationships, wants to get married one day, if your bride-to-be is dying to go out to some bachelorette party where all her friends are egging her on and all that stuff, for God's sakes, handle things the way you know they should be handled. Otherwise, this could be your story.
Facts.
Or for you guys out there that are married or have girlfriends, and they're going along to one of these things, be aware of what happens. You got a guy from right from the source telling you it does. And of course, last but not least, the other part of the article, all this BS excuses to justify it. What a load of crap. And again, if guys did this, you know what would happen. Torches and pitchforks.
They'll be pissed.
Alright guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.
Facts. He said, hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Facts. Hey, there you go. Facts. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video, bro. Yeah, man. Whoever she attracted to, she giving the sex to, bro. Whoever she's attracted to, she's giving the sex to. And yeah, man, y'all can't be scared to tell these females what it is and what it ain't. I ain't telling you to be no D-head, bro. I'm not telling you to be controlling. Understand? But you have to respect yourself. And if she don't respect you, the relationship is over with. If a woman thinks she can walk all over you, I'm gonna say feel, because females go out their emotions more than they think. And that's why you gotta, put them back on track, because they don't think at all. Especially if it's to something that they don't like, they just feel it. So, yeah, bro, she don't respect you, bro. If a woman feel like she can walk all over you, trust me, she's not gonna feel bad for cheating on you. Trust me, bro. Women say this all the time. Oh, I'm not gonna cheat. I don't do this and I don't do that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I was in a relationship. I was weak at the time. Walked all over me, and I'll tell y'all that story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done got over it to the point where I can speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on it, and I can put that story out there because it might help some of y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? Some of y'all can probably relate to that. But yeah, man, like, bro, I done been through it. You feel me? I done been through it. Like, bro, I done been through the mud. I'm talking about drug through the mud. I'm talking about all types of stuff, bro. I ain't finna feel it. You feel me? Because I low-key want to tell y'all the story. But, it's a crazy story. It's a crazy, my relationship, my past relationship, crazy story, man. But yeah, man, y'all boys, like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, bro. Share this video. I'm trying to get in the algorithm. Like the video. I'm trying to get in the algorithm. The more y'all like the video, the more people will see this, man, and it be in the algorithm. So like the video, man. I'm trying to get out there, bro. Do me that favor, man. I appreciate it. Even if y'all don't subscribe, which y'all should be subscribing, man. You know what I'm saying? You ride with me, you'll subscribe. You feel me? But like that video and share this, man. For real, for real. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Stay safe, man. Keep God first. Do y'all thing. I'm out.